It's a perfect summer evening on July 11th, 2022, and we are at Ann Arbor, Michigan, getting ready to board Amtrak Wolverine train number 355. Today, we'll be riding in Amtrak's brand new venture cars as they make a trip between Pontiac, Michigan and Chicago, Illinois. Due to restrictions that would eventually take the cars out of service on the Michigan line, we were only able to board through the cafe car this evening. The venture cars were having issues with handrails, which caused them to be pulled from service for modification. Now on board the train, we would get a view of Arbor Park and the Ann Arbor Railroad Bridge, which is visible to the north of the main line as we depart Ann Arbor. The venture car seats are slightly more narrow than traditional Amtrak seating. They come with 2 armrests on the outside and 1 shared armrest in the middle. The seats do not recline in a traditional sense, however the seat cushion does slide forward to give a reclining effect. The seats have what I would consider to be a decently average amount of legroom. We will look more at that shortly. Half of the seats are fixed facing forward in the car, and half of the seats are fixed facing backwards. While this may not be the perfect solution, it prevents Amtrak from having to turn the cars at terminals. 2 major upgrades of the venture cars are the huge picture windows and giant workspace trays. These trays are much larger than the old trays on Amfleet or Horizon cars and include plenty of room for a laptop, reading material, or other items you'd like to work on. They include a cup holder in the upper right corner, but that was found to be not super useful. Here we get a look at the legroom as I extend my legs and don't even touch the seat in front of me. This amount of space was very comfortable for a 4-hour train ride to Chicago, but I could not see it working on a longer distance route. The outlet chargers and USB chargers are located between the seats. This was found to be not perfect for larger charging bricks like that of a MacBook. However, it provides both seats better access. The middle armrest comes down above them. There's a natural lip on the windows, which are larger picture windows, which I found to also be a nice armrest. This seemed to be a more comfortable position than the lower down armrest built into the seat. Just outside of Chelsea, Michigan, we would meet Amtrak Wolverine service train number 352. This train is using conventional equipment consisting of Amfleet cars and Horizon cars. Once again, looking at the large picture windows, we can see the new window shades that are being used. Instead of using curtains, Amtrak has opted for an opaque window shade that comes down to not fully block your view, but rather prevent the sun from entering the car. This seemed to be a nice compromise since the windows are shared between 2 seats. However, if you wanted to actually sleep in darkness, this could be an issue. The entryway to these cars and restrooms were absolutely huge. They also featured automatic doors that led from a breezeway into the coach seating area. We will look at the restrooms in more detail shortly, but for now, we will take a walkthrough of one of the coaches. As we enter the car, we get a look at the automatic door. The first thing we see is the handicap seating area and the luggage rack. These are located on the restroom end of the cars. Walking down the car aisle, we can see how wide the space actually is. Unfortunately, this does cause the seats to be more narrow, but it does allow for all cars to be accessible by wheelchair. In the middle of the car, there are a section for 4 facing seats with a table. We once again view the luggage rack and handicap seating area as we enter the area with the bathroom. One of the biggest upgrades for the Venture cars are the huge restrooms. They include an automatic opening door and large access ways for wheelchairs. All Venture car restrooms will be handicap accessible and include a large area as well as accessible sink and toilet. The vestibule area for the Venture cars is a little bit of a controversy. These doors do not allow the train to have them open while in motion. This causes issues for conductors spotting cars, and at my station in Ann Arbor, they had to put up numbered signs for engineers. As you can see, the handrails on the trap are missing, which is the defect that caused the cars to be pulled from service. The final thing we'll look at is the push-button doors to access between cars. This is very similar to old Amtrak equipment, but with a more updated button design. As we departed Jackson, the sun continued setting, and our tour of the Venture cars was completed. Overall, I find the Venture cars to be a fine replacement for the aging Horizon and Amfleet cars. However, in my opinion, they are more of a lateral move than an upgrade for the passengers. I believe there will be savings for Amtrak, and the cars will be better for the environment through the use of more efficient technology and electricity use. However, the seats are an obvious downgrade even from the recently shopped Horizon cars that came back from the Tiger Grant. There have also been issues from the crew surrounding the complexity of the car's electronics and announcement system. Time will tell how the Venture cars are retrofitted and upgraded to meet the needs of the Amtrak Midwest and National System services. But for now, we'll have to wait for them to come back out of the shops. With nightfall taking over, we arrive into Chicago Union Station. Here, we're going through the yard where we see a variety of power and equipment. Included are Amtrak 301, the Day 1 unit, and a number of NPCUs. Thanks for watching this video about the new Amtrak Venture cars. If you enjoyed, do not forget to subscribe for future rail fanning videos.